Hey YouTube, it's Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a unboxing. Uh, Pretty excited about this product. I was scouring YouTube a couple of weeks ago, actually last week I think it was, and I saw somebody who was talking about use of their pocket journal, which I'm a very big fan of using this for my EDC and around town carry. I do like the A6 size. I kind of find myself going back to it, but I'm always trying to find very pocketable versions of that. So that's what this video is about. So welcome to all the newbies who've never been to my channel. My name's Lisa. I like to talk about stationery, fountain pens, and just what's going on in my life in general from time to time. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Let's get into it. So, welcome to October. It's my birthday season month. Happy Libras everywhere. I hope you guys are having a really good month ahead. It's supposed to be good for us from an astrological perspective this month. So, hopefully, that's true. I wanted to talk about this unboxing package. I ordered it initially from Amazon. Once I can't remember who I was watching on YouTube, and if I find the woman's video, I'll put it up because it was really good. I decided to get these products because I bought one and it came and I mistakenly ordered it in the wrong size. I've known about this brand for a really long time, and I've thought about buying them before, but didn't really feel like I had a really good use case for it. But I am traveling, and I do have a A6 leather covers. I have the Tegan cover, which I like the Tegan cover, don't get me wrong. But when you're using the chunkier, like Week style, this one is from Sterling Ink. I'm finding that it doesn't really, oops, sorry, it doesn't really stay in here. Like this can fall out of here and its contents very easily. So I'm going to buy the Faded Chronicles for 2026, and I can't wait for that to come. So I'll be showing you that one when it gets here. But until it gets here, I'm still using this one from 2025, and I'm trying to use this as my main journal and everything planner for 2026. I'm not going to buy more than one. I've got my journal that I've got for 2026, which is a Midori Codex, which is an A5 size. And then I'm going to have the Faded Chronicle that's kind of like this one from Sterling Ink. And I'm really looking forward to that layout because I think that it'll make for a good all-in-one, and I don't have, Hobonichi Weeks over here and a Hobonichi um, A6 original and etc. And I'm just kind of stepping away from Hobonichi just because it's getting pricey, folks. I mean, Trump's not doing us any favors in the United States with his tariff laws. So, and I feel like that's definitely getting passed to the independent shops and us as consumers. And they were already pricey before the tariff action. So, trying something different for FY26, and I can't wait to share that with you when it gets here. And I'm going to try this probably in another cover as well. So, stay tuned for that. But what I have today is products by Lockbee. I've been, like I said, looking at their products over the years, and I just decided to pull the trigger. And the main reason is, as much as I do like vegetable tan leather, excuse me, from a traveling perspective, it's heavy. These are made out of canvas. Let me just take a sip of my seltzer water here. Sorry about that, but I'm fighting a cough coming on. Okay, so the first one I got is the Lockbee, and this is the filled journal by Lockbee, and the color is Bumblebee. So it's black on the outside, and I was kind of thinking about getting blue, but I decided to go with the Bumblebee on this one. And then on the inside, let me see if I can get this to focus. It has kind of like a honeycomb. Hope you can see that in the camera. I can see it on my phone, but it's got a honeycomb lining, which I like the contrast. It's got the traveler style bands in here. I think this can hold up to 4 thinner. I'm going to give you a 5mm dot grid thin notebook. So these are good for field notes. Probably can do this. So what I wanted to do is I've got my journal set aside that I want to take to Europe with me, but in the interim, I've got this one because I saw the lady online. Sorry, I'll just go ahead and take my pen out for Dow. I saw her just having this. I'm going to just do it like this. She took a Lloyd term. I don't know how she got this in here, so let me just try just one string. It might be easier. She took a Lloyd term, and this is the A6 pocket, and she put it into hers, and it does fit. Wow, look at that. It does fit. It's a little bit of a chunky monkey with just the Lloyd term in it. So I do like to carry this around, but because this book has so much stuff in it, what I wanted to do is I have a setup for the trip coming up. And let me just see if I can just put that to the side for now. I was going to carry everything into this Hobonichi A6 size envelope that they started these last year, and they still had this at Ginny Bic, and I did this on a previous video, but I have this little A6 size, and then in the bottom of this I've got that new Midori dot pen that goes with their commonplace book. So in here, and I just got the Midori band that I put on the back to hold it because I didn't have the cover. So let me just take this off, and that just slides right off like that. But I really like this band. Really good quality and a nice thickness to it. I mean, I literally just got this, and I ordered this from Amazon because they had them in stock. So that I was holding in place so that I made sure that this didn't fall apart. But in here I've got the bullet journal, and I have just a Midori A6 Slim that I was tucking in, but I was thinking that if I could do it in here, and I'll probably just keep it like this because I kind of like having this cover in here. So let's just see if we can slide these two under. It's looking like it wants to be a little bit like a tight fit, but I think I can get it in here. Yep. Okay, that's not going to work. All right. I tried. And this slides out really quite easily. All right. So we'll take this one, find the middle. And I don't want to really bulk this up too much. Midori paper is wonderful. I like this. Thinking about using this as like a almost kind of pocket size art journal. And then just take this bullet journal, have a blotter sheet in here. Let's see here, 28 pages. I think these are 40 something pages. So we'll put this one under here. And let's go ahead and get rid of this, because that's not helping. Okay. And of course they give you bookmarkers. For now, I'm going to just tuck the bookmarker away. I don't think I need them for now. So I will bring that one underneath here and move that in over here. I am going to take my blotter sheet, which I use under the bullet journal. That will go here. And then this, I really didn't want to like kind of keep a hold of. So I think what I'll do is I'll just stick that into the side there. But that is a little tight. These are a little big for this particular thing. They're just a little bit too wide. So I will not be able to use this for the trip like I thought. Unfortunately, bummer, but not completely down and out, because I will use it for around town and hacking. But this is so much lighter, so much lighter than what I have for leather cover. So, but I will still use that. So even if it doesn't work out for this particular trip, I'll go with what I had and stick these back in. I'm not boo-hooing about that, since I've got the cover that keeps, the clips that keep it closed. I'm okay with that. I'll just go with my original plan, and there's no harm, no foul. So with that being said, just go ahead and put this in here like so. Put this clip back on here. This clip goes on like so. And then, voila, back in to where we were at. Like I said, no harm, no foul. It's fine. I was going to use this as a receipt cover if I did, a receipt envelope, but I can stick receipts in there still. So that's what I'll be using for the trip. Okay, so that takes care of that brain ideal that I had that did not work out. Additionally, what I got also from Lockbee is I bought a couple of pouches, because I'm noticing for my art kit, which I have another palette coming eventually. My art kit is a little bit bulking out. I'm just shy of having enough space for my art supplies so that I can do art journaling while I'm on this trip. Sorry, I'm just picking up a piece of paper here off the floor. This is my art journaling kit that I like to take with me while I'm traveling, because it's relatively small, but it's starting to bulge and get a little bit out of control. Additionally, oops, my cork is coming off of the back, so I don't like that. My little ruler. This is the travel palette that I want to take for my watercolors. I've ordered another one for gouache, because I do not want to take my large size gouache palette. I've got this one, which is a smaller one, which just has Mgram, and I haven't touched this in over a year. And I just started playing with it again, and I'm amazed at how well Mgram really does hold up. And then I have a larger folio palette that's got gouache in it. That's my gouache palette on the go, but I don't want to take this with me on that size. I want to take a size like this, because these are very lightweight, even when they're filled out. And I'm noticing that I'm running out of a little bit of space for the pens that I want to take. I want to take a couple more pens with me that I don't really have room in this. So this one is running out of space, and this brush cleaner is, I've got a couple of travel brushes that I want to take with me, is popping out. So I'm really running out of real estate in this travel art kit, my art kit. So with that being said, I went ahead, since I was on the Lockbee, and figured, you know what, it's my birthday, why not? I decided to get this size pouch, and I just threw the bag down that told me what size that is. This is the Mini Venture pouch in navy and cream. And I like this because I think I can get a small, yeah, look at this. This is really nice. Okay, so in here, you've got this little back section right here, and then you've got two mesh front pockets that are Velcroed. And I'll take the preserver out. Although the silica sometimes is good to keep those packages sometimes, because when you're traveling, and if you're going to be around anything water oriented, you may want to be able to soak up any light moisture, not heavy moisture, but light moisture. So I've got this Beta series Stillman and Burns. I just want to see if this size notebook would fit in there, because I do not want to take a big notebook. One, I'm traveling with someone, and I don't want to spend my time doing art sketching while they're just kind of hanging out watching me art sketch. But we'll see what happens there. And then this, I feel like it can fit in there still. Now I haven't, tricked out everything in here. And then the other cool thing about it is if it can't fit in this pocket, there's this pocket. So it's a double-sided pocket. Oh, I'm sorry. The pins go here. So this is good. So the travel brushes, the water brushes, they can all kind of fit in this back one. The fountain pens, they can all fit into the back of this. And then I can stick the other miscellaneous odds and ends like the paint cleaner, the little misting bottle, my art palette can all fit in there. And then all these pins that I have should be able to either fit into that middle section, fit into this section, and then I can keep the more fancier fountain pen and brushes, brushes that I have, like this one. Oh yeah, that fits. And I have a really large or long flat brush that I like, and I was just like, but it's so ridiculously long. Let me see if I have it here to the side. Sorry guys, I have so much stuff on my desk, it's kind of cray-cray. Okay, here it is. This brush is ridiculously long. Let's just see if it fits, and it still doesn't fit into this. And I don't know why. I think this is a Pintail brush. I don't know why they made this so long. Like, this is already long enough as it is, but I don't know why they didn't make it this length, and they made it this length. So if you're listening to me, make it a little bit shorter. I need a nice flat water brush, flathead water brush that can fit into this pouch, because this pouch is actually a really good size. There's no reason why that shouldn't fit in there for me. So there's that. So the water brushes will go in there. Just see if we can transfer some other things. Got quite a few pens. I've got a white gel pen. Come on, clip on. The clip doesn't want to act like it wants to work. I've got a Fudenoski pen. And then I've got a couple of mild fine liners. Excuse me. My gray Copic. Got a travel brush. I'm going to stick that into the main section because it looks like it doesn't want to hold. And I've got a couple of pencil, eraser, like finer erasers in here. And I have somewhere, and I'm kind of surprised that I don't see it, I do have a fountain pen that I like to draw with that's missing from here. Eraser. My handy dandy ruler, and a couple of clips, and a couple of washi tape and painter's tape to like do borders with. And I have one cartridge for the fountain pen, which I'm kind of concerned about where that has gone to, because I used to have that. It was just a little platinum fountain pen that I have that I like to draw with. So let's go back to the other side of this, and let's go ahead and, because I'm not returning any of these. Get rid of that. Okay, so a good thing to note, now that I filled out the pens, I'm noticing in the main section that this is eating into the main section of the bag. You can see where the outline of the pen is. So you might want to pay attention to that. So this portion is actually coming into this portion, which I did not notice that when I was looking at the videos before. No harm, no foul. I just making note of it so that if you think that you're going to get it laying flush against it, it doesn't. It actually creates the barrier between the front and the back kind of this. Let's see if we can still get this in there. We can. I'm going to go ahead and add the brush, the travel brush. I'm going to stick my ruler in there. And definitely there's room for that palette. And then I'm going to stick the binder clips in here and the knead eraser. And then I'm going to stick my other eraser, the paint, which is why I'm keeping the silica, the paint brush cleaner in there, just in case any water kind of drips out, it can absorb it. I'm going to put the other brush, the eraser in there, and then the water mister is just sitting there loosely. Oops, that's not going to go in all the way. So that will stay over here on the side, standing upright, which is just as fine because it'll probably, if it leaks or anything like that, I've got room for the washi tapes. Oh yeah, this is very nice. Voila. And it's not heavy. And it's got, now it contains everything for like a very minimalistic carry for me. Now the other things that I have in my arsenal that I might want to bring with me is I have a bigger cotton Hanamula kit with me, and then I have the specimen cards that I took with me to Washington State. I have two other items here, a few items here, and this was all sitting in here. So now I'm not feeling so compelled to take that with me. The little cup for on the go is able to now fit in here as well. This water brush, I'm gonna just pull this back to the side a little bit, can still go here in the back, and so can my Posca marker. And my watercolor specimen book, it's gonna be kind of tight, but I think I can still get it in there. Okay, so the cotton book, the cotton Hanamula, I'm gonna leave that at home because I do want to reduce the amount of weight that I'm carrying. And I've got enough things. And that small little Stillman and Burns is going to be sitting here at home waiting for me when I get back. But that all fits now as one little kit. And this is very easy. And I love the fact that it has a little carry handle. So I've got everything that I need to do all the sketching on the trip right now, except for the one palette that's missing. This flat brush, since I cannot take this in there, I think I've got a travel watercolor brush that is a flathead, but this one is just, it's enormous, so it covers a lot of territory, but it's gonna have to stay home. All right, so that's everything that I have into this kit that's gonna work out. And then the last thing that I have from Lockbee, and this is a non-sponsored Lockbee thing. They didn't pay me for any of this. I paid for all these Lockbee products with my own money. But this one is another Lockbee pouch, and this one is, they say this is traveler size. And I got this one because I wasn't sure if I would be able to get away with this one for travel or if I wanted to have the bigger one. I'm also considering getting the larger size Lockbee field cover for this book for next year. So this one was the bigger size. And again, if I wanted to take even more things, then I have this one. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm not sure if I am going to keep this one because I wasn't thinking that I needed to have something so big, and I thought this would work. This is just the larger size, so I might return that one, but I'm definitely keeping the mini one. I think that's a great size. I gotta ponder that. So this also has the ability to clip, so if you've got like a strap, you can attach it to your bag, whereas I think this one doesn't have it. Yeah, this one doesn't have it. I think if you're going to attach it with like a carabiner, you can put like a carabiner clip on this one, but this one has the ability to let me zoom back out a little bit. This one has the ability to probably be attached to a bag or something, but I don't know if I need it. So if I don't need it, I'm going to probably return it. So that's it. That's all I had for today. I just wanted to do a really quick unboxing of the Lockbee products. I'm really excited about this one because it just really lets me carry everything in one thing and I don't have to worry about packing multiple things. So I'm very excited about that. So that's all I have. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. In the interim, you guys have a good one and I will talk to you later this month. Actually, I think I might get one more video out before I go on my trip. Otherwise, I'll talk to you in November. So have a good rest of the month if I don't talk to you. And take care until next time. Stay healthy. Bye.